Alright, so I'm very excited that we are finally starting the first DLC that I downloaded for Mass Effect 3. This is the Leviathan DLC.
To match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
I've downloaded 2 DLCs. I picked them out of the ones that sounded the most interesting. This one definitely was the one that intrigued me the
Could
most.
have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war.
And besides the Shadowbroker DLC in Mass Effect 2, this is probably my favorite DLC.
Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
They give you a lot of time to react to that.
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination?
Well, that confirms it.
Me?
What about that Leviathan?
Shepard is indoctrinated
How
the
does
whole
that tie
time.
in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly.
Commander Shepard, obviously floating around through time.
Worth pursuing.
Or it was him as a kid.
Yeah. And update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few...
Now, you did a lot more side missions in Mass Effect 1 than I ever have. The Leviathan of Dis is apparently something in that game.
Really?
Yeah. I hear he goes around, you know, like if you talk to him, he'll just be like, "Yo, mama's so fat." He's like, "Ah, damn, I got Leviathan of Dis."
Assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a
I didn't play that
will
side
cause
mission.
collateral
Oh.
damage.
But apparently that actually is a side mission. I mean, besides the dissing and the bad joke, but...
The enemy of my enemy is my friend may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
Crime scene Shepard.
Yeah, kind of. There's another little bit of a crime scene thing, but we just have to examine this whole little laboratory.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper Killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Getting fancy, they keep transitioning into the gameplay like that. This is my favorite thing. It's just a husk head that you can keep pressing, it'll just keep yelling. It's my favorite.
There's a lot of little Easter. It's like, this is kind of like the Hunt for the Shadow Broker room in Liara's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's just a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And that's definitely the best over there.
I agree.
Does this tell us where Garneau...
Did you get 100 experience for zapping him?
Maybe. Could've. Shepard, heads don't work that way!
What?
Don't go back that far. So now we can actually open up the whole lab and go through it. And I guess I should point out that this was the first time I'd ever played this. You know, recording this right now, well, not right now, it was a couple months ago, but when I first played this was the first time. I'm butchering the sentence every time I've said it. When I was recording this, it was the first time I'd ever played this DLC. So it's pretty much all blind for me.
Data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you
See, this is the kind of stuff that I like. Like, I like, you know, I love the X-Files, I like
You may examine the results.
paranormal stuff, I like, you know, searching for mythical creatures and stuff like that. So this stuff is really cool for me.
Blackout crimes?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
I love that thing so much. In this room, there's something really cool, and I don't know when I'm gonna notice it, but it's above me right now.
Oh, yeah.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of stuff I love.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
So yeah, I pretty much fell in love with this DLC from the minute I got in this laboratory and just started looking at things.
Studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need ESO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding the search filter now.
There's some weapons lying around in here for some reason, don't know why.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
And lines like that, I love that kind of stuff.
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands...
I think he looks like an ugly version of like Malcolm McDowell.
He's safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart.
I think this is when... No, have I still not noticed it? How have I not noticed it?
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis. But I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art.
So once we start, like, finding more stuff in here, we can go back to that map and put it all up there, and then we'll be able to kind of cross-check things. And but you kind of actually have to be smart about it. You can't just put everything up there and just expect it to work. You have to actually think about it and, you know, put stuff that's actually relevant to each other and everything like that.
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search.
By Anne Bryson.
Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
Loch-Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch-Ness Monster is more interesting.
And that's, Shepard's line there is pretty much me in a nutshell. I know that there's no such thing as a Loch Ness Monster, but I would love to believe that there is one.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Because I spend hours looking this shit up. Like, I'll just watch crazy conspiracy videos because I love it. I love to see what people think of, and, you know, Loch Ness Monster is one of those things that just interests me to no end. And when I saw that, I was like, that was awesome.
Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Alright, let's get back to the datapad we found earlier.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications.
I like how you can see that picture frame there. It's like a little detail.
Uh-huh.
But the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least. And its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there. Unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
So I think we've got a lot of stuff. I don't know if we've got exactly, you know, everything.
Enough? Yeah.
But we might as well go check it out.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
That's the outside area. Really, all you need that for is just going back to your shuttle and exiting this area.
Uh-huh.
You can actually use this area if you have it installed to break kind of a part of the game where a character would have to die if you go to the Citadel if you do something wrong. But you can actually take the shuttle to this area and kind of postpone that for a while.
Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Element 0 deposits.
So I'm kind of just going to put things up on the screen right now, but eventually I'll figure it out,
No
so...
results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alien sightings.
Again, it's kind of all about cross-referencing things. If you see things that are
Some of our search
kind of pointing in one direction, that might be where you want to go. But, you know, you might want to take some things away, put some stuff up.
Is this Prothean?
Yes. I believe Dr. Bryson and Liara would have had much to discuss.
Can you add a search filter for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Of course.
She says that she's staring into a wall.
Of course. Yeah.
Prothean artifacts.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
So now we have to take some things
Blackout crimes.
away. Or just put some things in. But it's mostly about taking things away.
Some of our
As
search
Edie keeps
parameters
saying,
may
some of
be
our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Yeah, I think you have to take out blackout crimes and,
Yeah. I'm just trying to kind of figure it out right now. It looks like, yeah, that's pointing towards that right now.
Let's go find Garneau.
So now we have at least sort of a area.
Come with me, Head.
No, he will come with us eventually. I'll make sure that I was just looking around this area to see if there was anything to pick up. There's only that guy. I think that's about it. So in the next video, we're really gonna start Leviathan.
Time to go.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Why did Edie get in the back seat? She could have gotten in the other seat.
I don't know. She's a backseat driver, I guess.
Driving Mrs. Shepard.